Well, Pete from Crunch Time Coaching gave him a lesson on his serve.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, his serve has improved, but I don't know. Like when you're playing someone like Joel's caliber, that extra speed, like unless you're getting to 95, 105 miles an hour, it doesn't like if you're at 80, isn't 60 miles an hour harder to hit than 80?
No. I think especially the trajectory of Ben's serve is so low and kind of biting.
Yeah.
That any additional speed, I feel like, just accentuates like the skip off the court surface. So I guess it kind of depends on what you're into. Like if you love your low slice, then maybe it doesn't make much difference. But I think for most players that have like some kind of topspin grip and like to hit it waist height or like chest height, adding another 20 miles an hour to that low skid, I think is a lot tougher.
It's tougher.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, that's my personal.
Yeah. Well, you played him recently, right? So I forget the angle because his toss is low. So
right.
The angle's coming down.
It comes in it comes in hotter than like it should be because of the kind of the backspin and the low trajectory.
Right.
You're gonna lose 44% of your points even if you win this match.
You know how many I have to win now to make that up?
So to me, this is classic. Like, would you agree with me that Joel has the toolkit if he can execute to beat Ben?
Oh, what question, please? I mean, I saw him in the warm-up, and he was smashing the ball. But here's the thing. Joel has already dialed back. Most people take a set to figure that out, right? Most people dump a set against Ben, right? Sure. Anytime you come, if you've never met Ben, if you've never seen a video of him, and you come out there, you're going to try Plan A. And Plan A is smoking it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, your ego immediately says, "Oh, this guy's got nothing." Like, let me show him how to play some real tennis.
Yes. And by that time, you're already down a set before it kicks in. And so, to some extent, Joel has anticipated,
right?
Run, Joel!
It's like 2.5 feet up. How about this for TennisTroll Productions? We got 3 cameras rolling. We got 4 microphones.
The cameras, the batteries will die in about 25 minutes, so get what you can.
Right. Come on, Subash.
This is low-cost production.
Yeah.
How about it?
Yeah, I mean,
That's interesting, right?
it is. I don't think it's out of this world, but he's the type of player who will allow you to make the mistakes you need to make. Yeah, this type of player. I usually don't play it because I think I'm above it, but that's a great lesson. We're not above anything.
you have to commit to a little serve and volley occasionally?
Against Ben?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a huge asset.
Because, I mean, you
Otherwise, he could just
played
do
really
this
well
on every
against him.
single return.
I remember you served and volleyed a lot.
You're Ian Westermont.
Yes, sir. Ian
And
Western.
Wannabe Pro.
Wow, yeah.
Sometimes I want to be.
Yeah. Can you
How are
borrow
you?
a copy of your book? You can sign for me?
Not spare one.
Are you sure?
It's not out yet. Yeah. I don't even have copies.
Come on, man. Here, can you at least sign my appointment book?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Come on, man.
What's your
Let me
name?
see, I don't know. What's the
This is the story of Ben. On paper, yeah, Joel's the better player.
Yeah.
But Ben is such an incredible competitor.
Well, and you talk about Ben in your book, you know, and it's fascinating. You talk about just the mental approach to it.
Yeah, the tenacity and just like the mission mindset is really his biggest weapon. You don't think adding pace to that makes it more
I haven't played him
challenging?
since he's had a faster serve.
Okay. He was kind of more of a spinner before, right?
Well, here,
Kind of like a sidewinder kind of.
I'm basing mine on the premise of my second serve. You know, we were just talking about Joseph, this guy that I played, and I lost to him. But somebody, I think it was UD Racing or one of the YouTubers did like a stat sheet on it. And I won, I don't know, some ungodly number of second serve points won. Because a former Division I NCAA player does not play with a lot of 12-year-olds. And so you throw in a 12-year-old second serve, and they don't know what to do with it.
12-year-old strap. You're hitting the shot and taking like a step and like waiting to kind of see, and then he's finding just the right depth for you to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try this again. And you have to commit. If you're gonna come in, you have to hit the shot, and then off the feeling of that shot, you have to start going in. You have to anticipate how much you actually hurt him. The opportunities are there, you're just waiting too long to find out.
Get the game. Love to know what happened.
What was he concerned about?
Why he missed the back end return.
Oh, because his expectations were too high.
That's right. That's right.
All you got to do is hit the ball back. And he's doing that. He's getting the ball back. There's nothing terribly dangerous about it, but it forces me to do sucky things. And if you can make your opponent play suckiness, you're going to win.
Yeah. Yep.
He's not fooling me with magical weapons.
It's the essence of winning tennis matches. He excels at that.
video
Oh, like how to
Troll
be
playing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh wow, when he hit a drop shot, Ben was like, oh, he was not expecting to move forward, and so your advice was to, instead of trying to blow them side by side, make Ben run forward. He's very good at running side by side.
Well, and his volleys didn't used to be as good as they are now. Also,
Right.
like, he's improved his net game a
He's
lot.
less scared to run forward.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, bringing him up to the net was a big advantage.
Remember to move him vertically. Try some vertical. There you go. Make him pick up a ball.
Good point.
Yeah, it's coming back, man.
Good point, Joel.
Why?
That's exactly the point. That's exactly the point.
And what you're talking about, great point. How do you come away feeling you just lost a point, but he played it great, right? You just missed the final point.
Yeah, make him hit that 6 times at a time instead of feeling like you have to.
Instead
make
of
that 6
dwelling
times.
on the one.
Ooh, that sucks. That's just such a kick in the nuts.
Okay, good shot. But see, he's not happy about it. See that?
Yeah,
it was good. It was good. It was good. But you see how unhappy he is about
it's
it,
all in
right?
his head,
Because he's
yeah.
like, God, I had to hit the line to win a.
Ben made a great comment. I went over there and asked him, like, how are you feeling like about the match? And he said, well, since Joel wears his heart on his sleeve, like I know, like that's exactly where I want him to be. And I feel like that is so underestimated in terms of like Ben's strengths or like his weapons. It's just his ability to just be the stoic, like just the stronger, competitor on the court, and that counts for so much.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that you have to be stone-faced to be a good competitor, but that's just that's the way Ben does it. And when Joel breaks, when he makes the face, it's a place of like, not insecurity, but just volatility, like emotionally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And when somebody like Ben senses that and feels that, it's so hard.
Yeah.
To
Feeds off of it, man.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It gives him hope, and like optimism for the match. Ben, when I came over and talked to you, you told me two different things that I thought maybe was important for Joel to hear at some point.
When we spoke, I said, man, Ian, I don't know what's gotten into me today, but I'm serving like unusually well, especially for matches that I've played that have been recorded.
Thank you for saying that.
Sure. and everything in the match felt like it was flowing from that. You mentioned that there weren't a lot of winners, and by most people's standards there weren't. But for me, I had a greater number of service winners than I typically would.
Well, I mean, you were clearly on today. What did you think Ben did exceptionally well? Maybe that was unexpected or better than
I
you thought?
think he played within himself. I never sensed that he tried to do more than what he knew Ben is good at doing. And if there are two available shots, and one is an awesome sports center shot, and the other is a good shot that Ben can make 90% of the time, he took that second one. and I think I took the one that would have looked great on a highlight reel, but
Some
ended
of
up
them
into
did.
the net. Some of them did, but a lot hit the net cord.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to bother you too much, Ben.
No, if somebody hits a winner like that, more power to them.
Well, if anything did bother you, like Joel, I mean, we saw Joel warm up. He's got great shots. He's got great technique. What did bother you that you were able to avoid or you were able to neutralize?
I would love to do that.
He didn't do it too frequently, but I will say for myself, one of the things that I really depend upon is kind of reading my opponent's body language and anticipating what shot they're going to hit. And from my vantage point, he had this very unusual wind-up for the two-handed backhand with his wrist that I just couldn't read what he was going to do at all. So I'd be interested to see you recreate that because it looked very different.
Never mistake poor technique for
Okay, well, I thought it was like
amazing
like
disguise.
Krav Maga or something.
So Joel, let's say, for the sake of discussion, that we're going to play a third set right now. What would your mindset, what would your tactical approach be?
So the overall plan, go to Ben's backhand, be ready for something short that you then put away and end it. That is a sound.
And how do you feel like you stuck to that plan throughout the two sets that you just played?
I consciously knew when I did and when I didn't. There were a number of times where as soon as I deviated and the ball went out, I said to myself, why do you deviate? Because it's just so appealing to have an open half court that I can put it away, but it was a deviation. And deviations, I think, in the long run don't pay off. If I'm out of position, but your favorite shot is not available, what will you do? You know what I mean? Like, what if you were in that situation?
I'd probably go for the highest percentage shot that I can hit that's going to be at the intersection of the highest percentage for me and the hardest read or return.
Are you conscious of that?
And I'm not treating it as, I'm not going into that shot thinking it's necessarily going to be the last shot of the point. So I'm thinking about what you might do in response and already preparing for that.
Wow. You're anticipating the next shot. If he gets this,
Yeah.
it's like a defensive driver.
Right.
You're thinking about, okay, what are the different things that could happen here?
I can't help
you're
myself.
already- That's too much
I'm
to
already
think
thinking defense when I'm on offense.
I don't have enough brain power. So when you hit, like you went for a lot of drop shots, which is not traditional. Obviously, none about your game is traditional. You go for a lot of drop shots here, and you had some good success. Not necessarily winning the point on the drop shot, but on the follow-up point after he got it, right? You would do something, which I think all coaches would say don't do, is back up.
Yeah.
You would hit the drop shot, and then you would kind of back up in anticipation of, I want to make sure I cover whatever's next. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you're conscious of that.
I hit enough drop shots that I have a pretty good sense whether it's likely to end the point or whether it's likely to lead to another point. So the times when I backed up, it was in anticipation that this is one he's probably going to get back. So let me put myself in the best position to perhaps end the point on the next shot.
Wow.
So it's a
little bit of like a Freudian slip there. Did you notice how Ben just said it might lead to another point?
right.
In Ben's mind,
another point in the point.
right.
That's what I mean.
In Ben's mind, he may have to play 3, 4, or 5 points within 1 point.
Yeah.
In order to
Yeah, they feel that way. Yeah.
That's a good point. Very good. Well, hey, yeah, thank you both,
Yeah,
Joel.
thank you.
No, thanks for
Ben.
hosting us.
This was great.
was
This
a lot of
was what a wonderful treat. What a great match. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out.
Cheers, everybody.